Everybody, welcome back to Settlement Survival. It's your friend Sarmate here. I hope you're having a great day today. We are going to be doing a little bit of cleanup around town, I think, in this episode. One thing that somebody commented on was I may have used the wrong roads, and I had suspicions of this in the episode that I made these. So we have the Ladestone Ground and the Ladestone Road, and I'm not really sure what's what. It doesn't change the colors. Well, it changes the colors. One's red, one's blue. I'm not sure if this is the road or if this is the ground. It doesn't seem to do anything when I click over it, so I'm not sure. In case you don't know, I can maybe show you the difference here. So the stone road is the regular road, right? But the Ladestone Ground, you can do bigger than one, just one thick. See, I can go 3. And it lays this big old path. It's more for like decoration type purposes, but that's what that looks like. Ooh, look at all these fluffy cotton plants. It's like snowballs. So we got our seeds going. We have to utilize this plantation. Let's see what we got over here. I was thinking these two plantations over here we were going to use for agave tequila because we don't have any of that stuff going on right now. We'll have another agave tequila plantation working right here once that gets built. I did have a question for you guys about how to empty out my warehouses over here, and somebody mentioned to put the goods into the ferry, and so I did some of that. See, I have 10,000 oats, 5,000 fish, 5,000 peas. It's going to take a minute to get there because there's only one person working, but we do have a couple oats there already. I don't want to go too crazy. I mean, I do have quite a good amount of food, but I don't want to run out and have that problem again. Like I said, it always seems to be a recurring issue. So this guy looks like it's got a lot of different kinds of foods. These gears, which I've seen around town before as upgrades. So let's see, production building. So that would be like blacksmith. So let's see. So here's structural. That's not a gear. That's building kit. All right, we won't look around too much. But I do know that I can get the books are good for our learning peeps. So I needed 50. So let's see if we can get up to 100 here. So we need 4,050. We have, okay, so 1,350 tobacco plants. We're gonna transaction that action to get us 100 books. So that's, maybe we do even more. Let's go 150 books. We need to pause before this boat floats away. Let's go 150. I think we have 4 total these guys around town, and I have one of them that already has goods in it. So let's go with this whole big deal like here, and we'll get the oats in there as well. All right, we got the books ready to go. We got some tobacco, we got some oats in there. Let's do this transaction, get some more upgrade action. We should, maybe not quite yet. Yeah, 150. Okay, so we go upgrade, we go book. So we don't quite have this yet, apparently. I'm not sure where it has to go from here. Maybe it has to get into a warehouse or something from there before we can use it here. But we'll keep our eyes peeled for that upgrade because we need to do that. We have our 2 oil people working over here. I did switch this back to fat. We had it as beeswax. That just wasn't a very sustainable way to do it. We only have this one source. I don't really want to do more because we have a bunch of fat that we can use up. So that's what we're going to do. We have our winery here making spirits. So I was wanting to make the premium beverages and then the medicinal liquor here. Herbs, spirits, glass bottle. We have herbs. What we don't have a ton of is spirits. So we have at least one winery now making spirits. We do have the guy down south making spirits over in this direction. I believe that's this guy. Yep. So they're making spirits as well. Let's up this cap to 500. But this isn't going to be enough to produce enough for all the people and to process it. So we need another winery. We'll probably do at least one more winery. We have this one making beer for us from our oats because we have an excess of oats. So while I'm thinking about the winery, let's go ahead and we'll put another one in if I can find it here. There it is. We did just do 2 of these guys. We'll put this over. I don't know. I had problems finding room for it last time too, I think. Over here. Oh, we have one built. Perfect. Let's do another one with agave tequila. We might even do another one after this. So we'll just leave it for now. See how it goes. We do have 36 people still. Let's leave it at that. We don't want to take away too many. Somebody mentioned we have too many graveyards. And we do have a lot of graveyards. but I wasn't sure that what I could do about them. I just assumed, I guess, that they were here to stay. But I'm gonna try this out. If we go demolish structure, can we demo these guys? And there's a little red dot that appears. Really? They'll get rid of the graveyards, huh? Interesting. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll get rid of these graveyards, and we'll have one that we will continue to build and rebuild, and we'll probably have that over here in the corner. Get rid of this guy. I'm gonna leave this here until this is done processing, and then I'll put the new one in, and then we'll get rid of this one. And then this beekeeper will be much happier because they'll have that many more trees to work with. Speaking of trees, over on this side, we're going to add in another row of trees over here. Well, we had 6 fields in here, remember? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Well, I figured I could squeeze in another plantation if I did this configuration, and that's why I did it this way. But unfortunately, we cannot add in another forest farm on this side because for whatever reason, this last line, well, it's too small, but this last line here, we can put roads in there, but we can't build anything. So I was like, okay, well, I can't put a forest farm in there for 3. We can do a 4x4 warehouse. You cannot. So you see there that it doesn't just work. Can't do it that one side. So it's got to be open space, and that's fine, I guess. It's not a big deal. Over here, we had this guy, our open mine, that got built, and it is occupied. Now we got 5 people working in it, and we have silver ore coming in. So we do have a couple options here: iron, coal, silver ore. We mentioned the silver ore because we can go down into mining, and we can get the mint, which is going to produce us silver coins, which is fantastic and amazing. So we have 14,000 right now, and we're getting those from the grocery stores and the trader, remember? But if we can just make them, and that's all the better, right? So we're not quite there for development points, but we will be there shortly. Speaking of which, it reminds me, let's check these guys again, Research Institutes, to see if they have the books available, and we don't. I wonder what the heck's happening with that. Maybe I don't have enough people working the ferry, so maybe I'll give Joanna a buddy there. Frank will join. See, so these guys are still getting worked on. These are at cap already. Wow. Okay, let's go 500. So those guys are at cap. Let's see who can make us our lights. So I think that was under here, construction, lighting. Oh, okay, easy enough. The lighting factory makes sense. Let's see if we can find that guy real quick here. Found the lighting factory. It was under the hammer, and it looks like it's the same thing that makes the lamp oil, which makes sense. I really struggle finding the buildings in this menu system. If you have some kind of mental trick that you use or something like that that helps you remember what buildings are what, I would really appreciate if you shared that with me. It would help me a lot. Like the first ones make sense. Okay, houses, this is residential stuff. Yep. Now this carrot is food, but not everything under here is food related. A lot of it is, but not everything. Forest farm, that's not food related. Compost plantation, it is, yeah, because of the fertilizer, I guess. But okay, yeah. So one thing in here isn't food related, and then tree, like what? Okay, I don't. That's where you lose me. I don't know. So if you have a mental trick that helps you remember what buildings are what, let me know. I would love to hear your opinions and thoughts on that, and help make it a little easier to find your things. Can we? Interesting. Oh, well, okay, that's a house. It can only be built inside the marketplace. Okay, so we can overwrite the headstones with buildings. Hopefully those buildings don't get haunted. Because that's a lot of headstones that are just going to be there. This kind of reminds me. So we had, I've been complaining and whining about this quarry down here that was at Big Old Square. So we had the idea, a commenter, what happens if we get this guy, the landfill? What happens to this? Can you fill it in? And the answer, so I went into Sandbox and I did a little quick game and I said, well, let's get all the text. Let's see if we can do this. So the answer is yes. However, you get rid of the big old square, and I guess that's all that I asked for. You can't build on it, and the structure here stays. So it gets rid of the big gray square. You can't build on it, and you can't destroy it. So I'm hoping that my idea with our upgrades here, upgrade the quarry to the quarry workshop, is going to give us the unlimited stone output. And it does look like the quarry refilled with the upgrade into the quarry workshop. So I'm hopeful that our idea for this guy right here, the quarrying workshop with unlimited output, right, is the thing. So we'll have to see in a little bit here if that works out. So let's go ahead. We got our 1 point. Let's get the mint working. So we're gonna need building kits, planks, and lamp oil, and we got a bunch of those things. So we'll go ahead and we'll grab our mint, and this is a pretty small looking building, so maybe we can do something easy, and we'll just plop this guy down here. Nope, can't, because that hill is in the area. Well, since our mint or our silver is coming out right here, let's plop the mint right there. Go straight into there. That'll get built, or that'll get processed quickly, and that'll be fantastic and amazing. We'll get some more silver coins coming on in. And it looks like we still need some planks. Oh, so it's drought time right now. I didn't see that notification. I don't know if you've noticed yet, but when it becomes drought, the river gets really low. Oh, see, it's filling up. So the drought's over. The river gets really low. The wheels stop spinning, and I'm guessing the efficiency of these buildings decreases, but I'm not positive on that. So planks we were talking about. I think I had a guy over here making planks. We got 5,000, 500. Yeah, we're probably gonna need some more people making planks. So I had this watermill. It's been here for a while. Let's go ahead. We'll make this guy be planks. I have to turn it on. There we go. And maybe we remove one of those spots because it's kind of obsolete at this point. We do have some immigrants on the way, so maybe we grab them, depending on how many there are. If there's like 20 or something, maybe we grab those. We still have, let's check our boarding homes. So we got 3 people in here, and we got 5, so we got 8. So we got plenty of room for more people, so maybe we'll grab those immigrants. But do I have work for them, if that's the thing? Well, they'll be laborers for a while, and that's fine. Well, looks like our forest farms over here have gotten built. Let's get some people working in those, and that's going to help us with some more timber, of course, and we have plenty of timber working right now. Hopefully we can start processing this into more paper, into more planks, into more other good things that we need. So we have a great base of the basic goods. Finally, it's been 100 years since we founded our town. We finally have the food. We finally have a good amount of water. We got stone coming in. We got wood coming in, and we got fuel. We got all the basics really solid, I believe. So I think we're doing really great on that. We got our iron ore getting better. Stuff's coming together pretty well. So we have over here, we did just see we got a notification that somebody's tenure with us is up. So let's see. We could maybe reappoint them. Well, let's see what happens here. What other options do we have? We have mining proficiency +1 and output of gathering structures +10%. That's pretty good. Let's go ahead and we'll grab this person here. 22 immigrants. I did say 20. 2. I'm gonna take it. We're gonna take 22 immigrants. So I've also noticed that when you take in immigrants, more often than not, one of them has some kind of sickness, or they'll pass on sicknesses to somebody. So let's see if that happens here. Just a second. They all ran underneath the tent here, which is kind of bizarre. Maybe it won't happen right away, but it looks like they're just getting settled in. Didn't happen this time, it looks like. But so if you're playing in this and you're taking in immigrants, be aware that sometimes they bring in disease to your people. It's not that big a deal usually, but it's just something to keep in mind. So over here, I did put in another person into our kiln factory, and I did put another person into our kiln factory here. One's making glass, one's making bricks. It looks like we are out of sand. We are probably going to need, what are these guys? Both sand pits. We'll probably do 2 more sand pits. One of them's going to be making sand. The other one's going to be gathering clay. And then we can just have more of that going on. And let's see if we can find a good river spot. These might work over here. All right, we got the sand pit. It looks like we, of course, got to need a little bit of water. So we'll put one guy there. And, ooh, this one's just not quite there. It looks like there's something in the way. But we are going to get rid of that graveyard, right? Let's just put this over here. We'll get rid of this road that's coming out this way, and we'll put in another, we'll put the other one over here on the end. There it is. Right there, like so. Okay. And we'll grab our laid stone road. That's gonna, I think that I'm gonna struggle with that for a while. But we learned the lesson, so hopefully we will retain the lesson as well. All right, we got our sand pits started. And it looks like, I just got a notification that said like almost 100 of our citizens want new housing. So that's all fine and dandy. The problem with it is we don't really have another spot set up at this moment. And we're kind of running out of space for things, right? We have We could go over here with another market. We might do that. I guess we do have all this space over here that we have. But for further housing, I think we expand this way. I'm gonna go up over here. We got our graveyards all put away here, and it looks like we can put in another one here, and then let's get started on some new housing area. And we'll go about right in here with this little graveyard. Oh, let's see how big we can go. Let's go 20 by 15. Fantastic. Okay, over here we have our marketplace. So it looks like this marketplace only reaches to about this part of the mountain. So let's put it somewhere in here. Let's get rid of this guy right here, this logging camp. We are going to need to demolish the structure like so. And then we can grab some of our laid stone road. We'll go, oh, look at that wonkiness right there. Wonder why I did that. Anyways, so we'll do that road and we'll go up like this and we'll connect it up here. Oh, we can't because that's gotta be a tunnel. No, maybe we'll go up this way a little bit and we'll come across this way like so, and one right there. All right, got that. Marketplace. So our marketplace hits right there, so we don't want to go too far that way. So let's go ahead and we'll put this guy right there. All right, and let's get some of our laid stone road. And I'm just gonna kind of do a little thing, I guess. I'm not really sure. We have our marketplace. We are going to need some warehouses. So let's go, we'll put a couple right in here, like so. Well, I mean, heck, we might as well do a grocery store, right? Now that we got them. Put the grocery store right next to the market. That makes sense to me. Let's grab a big well. Do we need a big well? Yeah, let's do it. Doesn't hurt, I guess. And then finally, we need some clinics. Clinic, I said, right there. We're gonna need the bathhouse. We'll get that started. Bathhouse right there. And we'll put this guy right over here, like so. And my stone road, I have to come down this way a little bit. And this will get demolished. I wish it was already. But we can start with our houses like over here. Do like that. And let's go residential. And we're probably just gonna use some regular houses. Just because they're easier to build. We can do them quicker. Oh. Can't yet. We need to build this marketplace. So we're gonna get that marketplace built. We'll get this area set up, and that's gonna take a minute to do that. One other thing that we wanted to do in this episode was I wanted to increase our soap production. So right now we have this one guy that's doing soap. This guy's making medicinal soap, and that's it. So we're gonna need another soap workshop. There it is. And we'll put that right in there, and this is going to be regular soap. So then we have more soap coming in. We can make medicinal soap better, quicker, and more efficient that way. We have this guy ready to roll, so it looks like we have three. What do we have for flax down here? Any flax action? Yeah, these 3 flax. Okay. What else should we do over here? We have tons of food. Let's go with some wheat seeds over here. We'll do 2 wheat seeds and we'll do 2 more oats. We can start to stockpile that wheat. I think I mentioned that before, and then we can make bread out of that. It looks like this fairy is maxed as well. So I didn't know that was a thing. So instead of 10,000 oats, let's go with, I don't know, 1,000? We'll go with 500, and we'll go with 500, and we'll go with 500. I want the predominant one to be tobacco in here because it's 3 per. So it's the one that's got the most value. So I want that to be the most prevalent one in the fairy there. All right, so we got to get this. We got to get this market built up, and we'll get these other things built up around it, and then we'll get some houses going in that area. Check out our new neighborhood. Pretty awesome. We got a bunch of houses, obviously. We also got a couple of decoration things. There's a little campfire there. I got some of these light boys in here. A couple of carriage things over here. Awesome. Looks great. Really excited about it. We have a couple of available tech points, 2 of them. And I'm thinking we're going to go with some construction stuff. I want to get home textile and furniture next. So let's grab those right now. And we'll work on that in the next episode. But before you leave, I just want to say at the time of recording, we are at 98 subs right now. So thank you to everybody who's subscribed at any point in time. I appreciate it very much. My goal was to have 100 subs by Christmas, and you guys being fantastic and amazing have gotten me to 98 before Halloween even. Thank you very much for that. On the topic of Halloween, please have a safe and enjoyable one on Sunday, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I hope to see you on the next one. Have a great weekend. Thank you very much.